Howdy doody. Hey, welcome to Ice Age TV. And what are we doing now? We are going to change out the factory lame mufflers on this 2021 Harley-Davidson CVO, the gunmetal flare. I guess that's what they call this. So what I did, I ordered some really nice Reinhardt slip-on mufflers, 4.5, the DBX 45. Done this so many times. I have a ton of videos on how to do this. Why I'm even showing you a video? Just because I'm going to show you a video. No, don't do that. So it's very interesting here on this Harley product, the CVO, the higher end product. That's the highest end you can buy as far as all kind of the accessorized out from the factory. All the aesthetics is what you're getting. Motors, the look. And so anyways, whole point here is that this is so funny how this is not really the gunmetal exhaust. It's a chrome with an actual heat shield. So today I'm going to remove this existing muffler. The heat shield goes to this point, so it'll come up and cover this here. But you can see it's a little different. It's not exactly the same, but I'm not too worried about that because I think it's going to look good no matter what. Give it a little bit of noise. So what we're going to do right now is let's start her up. We got her in neutral. Let's see how she sounds. If I can get her to here to start. But to me, that's pretty damn lame. It's just nothing there, man. It's boring. When you have a V-twin motor between your legs, this is just not acceptable. And, doesn't cut it for me. It just doesn't cut it. So what's the plan, Stan? The plan, Stan, is for me to get on my project right now. I'm going to start on the left-hand side. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take these heat shields off. It's just basically a hose, big-ass hose clamp. Get that off, and then I'm going to unloosen this here. But really what's going to happen is I'm going to put my new straight bars that I bought, the new straight bar look, I'm going to have to put that bracket on first because otherwise this is going to be redundant work. So I'm going to be doing two things at once. So stay tuned as I show you how to do it, even though I have tons of videos on how to do it. Kind of thinking this through, I think really the smart thing to do here is actually to put the straight bar on first. So I have this bracket here. And as I say, I'm not and a redundant playing around with this muffler and reattaching it. So I think the first thing we're going to do here is just that. We're going to take the bar off, but I got to take the seat off because I have to get underneath the seat for the new bar that I'm installing for the support. It'll be interesting up front here. The gentleman at the Harley dealer claims I need a special kit to make the straight bar work on this. I don't think I do. What's interesting here is I'm going to lose my foot pegs. So by going straight bar, you kind of have a foot peg, but you don't. Once I evaluate that a little more. As far as I'm going to do in some of my motorcycles that sit so much, I'm going to give them a bath. Because the real water can get into these areas I can't get as well to really get all this just dust and dirt off the motorcycle. But now is really the better time to be cleaning your wheels, your spokes, because this is all up in the air and makes it so much easier to do this. Now here's the special Legend brand gas shocks that the gentleman owned this motorcycle for me. He took it upon himself to upgrade the shocks. Now I probably would not have done that. I don't think at this time, I could be wrong, that this CVO had this as a factory option. I could be wrong on that. I'm not real sure on that. But what happens is when you do this, it takes away the capability for a rear trunk, a rear accessory rack, a rear sissy bar. So this really takes away your docking station here. So it is neat, but do I think it's worth it? I don't know. I think that I would have more the flair of having the docking station capability still. If I want to put a little tour pack back here, or a nice little aesthetic rear, like sissy bar, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I can't think of it. But anyways, so once again, I'm going to take the seat off first, and really what's all that is is first unscrewing this. This is the simple part, and it's not really that hard in all reality, because this just has the same type of setup underneath the seat where it just notches out. So let's see if I'm right or wrong on that. So here's the first thing. Got a little washer here. We'll put that right here with that. And then this should just kind of pull out. See that? So there's that. But then underneath the seat here, you just have basically knobs that you can just unscrew. And then this allows you to push forward or pull back. You actually pull back and the seat will just come unhooked, and now you got full accessory to the under seat area, which you need to do this straight bar. So do that. I'm glad I have the straps on here. As you see, I'm moving the bike around a lot, but it's not going to go anywhere. You're a fool to put a bike on a table like I have with only the wheel chalk. You're kidding yourself. So you always want to strap your bike down. So here it is, the wheel chalk. It grabs the front tire. It does a good job, but I think it should be more in the better to be safe than sorry. So let's go over here, same thing. Taking off this little nut right here. We got thunder coming in. We haven't had rain in quite a while. It's kind of funny on how we had rain every freaking day of the week, it seems like. And now it's kind of stopped raining. So we got thunderstorms right here on our doorstep. And the dogs, they all freak out on the thunderstorm. So now here we go. Here's this here. So now just pull up back here, and this seat now should just slide out from this cradle. See that? It's notched in right there. If you see here. See right there, it just notches there. So now the seat's out of the way, and I'm going to need this area right here. So what I need that hole for the new straight bar. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this bar off. I'm going to remove these here to get the muffler detached from this bar. Then I'm going to put the new bar on, and then I think I'll work on the mufflers. And it's really interesting. I've learned a lot over the years in these motorcycles. It's something I learned the hard way in my other motorcycle I had, the CVO ST I had, that sadly I let go, but it isn't our day. But what you learn through that is this module here, if you take this module out and you get this thing on its side, the computer thinks you've laid this motorcycle over and it won't start. Yes. So if you're ever working your bike and you take these modules out and you have them sideways, it tells the computer that you dumped the bike, and it's an automatic safety feature. The bike won't start to save from anything going on. So just a little heads up. All right, voila, voila. So here's the ball game. I thought that box was the back. I was wrong. And actually, I picked it up. It was like something doesn't seem right. It just seems too light. So here we are. So this is now the rear saddlebag protectors, and that's what this is right here. Your rear saddlebag guards. It's all about when the motorcycle falls over. So to kind of give an idea of what we're trying to accomplish here. If you have a tour bike, God forbid you ever lay the bike down or just drop the bike. The whole idea is you don't want to ruin your nice, pretty saddlebags. So right over here, you can see on my daughter's bike that I did this rear saddle bar, rear saddle bag protector. And the new look is the straight bar instead of being curvature to the whole bag. This is the new look. It's not the mustache look, the round look. It's a straight bar look, and I like that look. So the idea is if you drop this bike, the odds are you're not going to damage that bag. That's the purpose. And it gives it a pretty cool look. I did this on my CVO ST. The CVO ST actually comes with the front straight bar, but not a rear protection. So, and you can buy this stuff, the cheap-ass stuff, through other companies, and you'll pay $100 versus spending like $300. But they don't give you this bar. You have to cut it yourself and measure it to make that bar work right here. But you know what? I feel like it's the Harley product. I'll just go with the Harley product. That's the Harley signatures on it. And that's what I'm going to do. And I've already done a whole how-to video, not only on my CVO ST, but my daughter's ST. This is redundant, but I just figured I'd make a video for the day. How about that idea? The good news is Harley does a good job packaging this product so it doesn't get all scratched up. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get everything out, get the box out of the way. It's always about the clutter, the storage, and you setting up a workshop area so you can work on your motorcycle. That's sometimes challenging. Now, this is where the Harley kit is a little bit more favorable, especially if you don't know how to cut metal. So this is what I was saying earlier is here's this support bar. If you look at it, see it's already pre-cut. And so that's what's really nice about the Harley product. When you buy the aftermarket stuff, you aren't going to get this bar. You're going to utilize this bar, and you're going to measure it and cut it with your grinder. So if you don't have grinding tools or cutting tools to cut metal, it's not going to work. You're going to be like, oh great, I'm going to take this thing to shop, and then you're getting money, somebody else doing the work for you. You're going to just buy a $100 grinder, so whatever, and then you probably cut your finger off, so whatever. Oh wow, guess what? We got a helper. Do you really want to do this? I don't know, I'm asking. Are you up for it? Yes. Okay. So, all right, so let's get you up to speed. But what I do here, so when you're doing a build, you always want to be ahead of what you're doing. So if you look here, let's go over here, and you notice I've already laid the parts out, and I've put them on a nice protective piece of cardboard, so we're not scratching them up. And since I've done this a gazillion times, I already know without looking instructions what we're going to do here.
But
now you don't.
How cute Diesel is.
But they're all scared from lightning. So okay, do me a favor. Come over here. In that box, there is a piece of cardboard, and I need that piece of cardboard. So you pick that box, open it up, and there's a sheet. Okay, they're perfect. Perfect. Just need that. Okay. So now you hold that. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this down so we can lay our stuff down without scratching it. So you can take it out of the package, and then you lay it down, another one. And that way, we're not scratching up our beautiful, nice stuff we just bought. Give that here. So the whole idea is trying to stay ahead of schedule of having all your stuff in order. And then we're going to get our tools out and know what tools we're going to use to finish project, okay? So here you go. So let's put this down here. All right, and let's lay that down. Yep, thank you. Good job. All right, now let's take all this plastic and put it in that box. And we'll put the box aside. Just put it there, put it aside over there where it was, not on the ground. But make sure the dogs can't get in there. So close the lid, put it on its side. Perfect. Good job. All right, so now, do you know what we're doing here? We want to do this, so come on over here.
I don't know.
Come on over. I'm going to show you. We're going to use your motorcycle as the template. I am, and you're going to do a straight bar in the back and the front. But also, since I'm doing the muffler, we need to put the straight bar assembly on first to be able to change the mufflers. So you see that look right there?
Yeah.
So what you're going to say to yourself, first of all, is the top here has to be bolted. And then down below here it has to be bolted. So you know that. So let's go over here.
Not one person has made a joke about a sextant.
And let's figure out what size tools do we need. So what you do, you grab your parts right here. This little parts bag. So let's go ahead and open it up. Good job. And let's dump the parts on this right here so they don't roll off. Good job. Now, we know, if you look here, if you take these items over to the toolbox, we can figure out what size tools we're going to need to do this job. So here you are. We've got what? We've got 3 different sizes. So let's take these tools, these little things over. Let's go over to the bench. And now, these are going to be Allen's. Okay, so let's do this here. All right, so let's do this here. Now, jump up. Let's look over here. Is this a Torx? See, this is the Torx. So we need a Torx. Okay, so see the size head right there? So go over here. You probably need something up in this range. So see if that fits in there like a star. Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so now what you can do, put that in that head.
45.
So attach it again. And just set that down. Okay. Now, the next one, that may be the same size.
No.
Okay, so it's
No,
one
it is.
size. It is? Okay, great. So put those two things aside. Now we need little wrenches, right?
Allen.
Well, okay. So an Allen wrench there. So let's go up here. Which one of these up here do you think is the right size? Go to the right here.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so put that tool over there with that there. Now we need wrenches or even sockets. So let's see what size that is. So try to get a shorty, and now we want to bet like that's like a 1/2 inch right here. Nope. So this is probably about. Grab this here. Those are metric. It could be metric. So let's do this here. I think this is American. So go to get a 9/16. Which is the next one up. Here you go. Try that one. Okay, so is it loose? But is that loose?
No. You cannot spin it.
Okay, good. So now put that over there.
That one is too loose.
Huh?
That's too loose.
Okay, so that's probably a 1/2 inch. So you got to keep your tools out. So now I need a 1/2 inch. You just had it. Here you go. Marked. See what that does. Let me see. it.
Yes, Dad. I know how to do
Okay, now we need that size. So that's probably like a 3/8. That'd be right, or 7/16. No, that's not gonna work. Next one up, to the right. It always goes from small to big. So it's gonna be this one here. That may be metric though. Perfect. All right, great news. So now you're gonna grab all that stuff. And now you know you have all your tools to start this project. Okay, so now, let's go back over here. And let's start on the left side. Let's work from the left side to the right side. All right, so now what we're going to do here is, first thing we do is we're going to get this off first. Okay, so that there. Okay, now what size is that? What size is that?
Half.
Perfect. Put it in reverse. Make sure the gun's going in reverse. Perfect. Okay, now you're going to set those. Don't lose your stuff, so you just set that right there. Okay. Good job. Perfect. Same thing. Now, we need to take this apart. So it's possible the gun won't get in there. We may have to use a ratchet. So think this through. You've got, no, stay here, Bubs. No, so first thing is, slow up, is we got two issues. We need a ratchet. Put that on. Okay, good job. Now, see if you can bust that off.
Not long enough.
Ah, you need
Not
a
long
deep
enough.
socket.
That's
Hold
what
on.
I was originally going
All right, so let's get the 9/16. Change it out.
to. Okay.
But I think we're gonna have That's gonna be. Okay, hold up. So now this is spinning. So we have to try to capture this
With
here.
a,
Give me your Torx, the big one, the biggest one there.
okay, here you go. But it doesn't fit in that space.
I know. So it's unfortunate. Whoever put this on. Let me see on this side.
This is what I just
Doesn't make
don't
any
get.
sense.
Why do people do stuff, but then you're not like...
So you need a righty. We need a righty Torx.
Okay.
Let me see it. Try it. Okay, good. There you go. Keep on. Got it. Okay, now.
Yeah.
Is there anything on there? So now, look here. So whoever put this bike together is a dumb shit. They're a dumbass.
Wow.
We'll probably have to cut this bolt. We'll have to take this whole. We'll have to take this whole. We'll have to take this whole assembly apart to pull this out. Beyond believable, everybody. Unbelievable. I mean, oh my God.
This is why it's just sometimes easier to take to the dealer.
Oh my God, you're funny. What? All right, well, we got to be smarter than the motorcycle. Wow, looks like the rains aren't going to hit. We're now in a drought.
I told you I don't think it's gonna hit until...
Hey, close that so the rain doesn't get in there. So now it's grinder time because the dumbasses that put this thing together are dumbasses, as usual. We do this. Did they give us new? They didn't. So everybody, you know what I'm going to do, everybody? I'm going to cut. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to cut this right here.
Hey, he called you.
Ah! Go get him.